wherever you are on the yellow brick road, right? Wherever you are is okay. Remember, you know, I had never painted before. Remember, I had never, you know, I'm sure there's a time Vernon never sang before, right? Or you were shy. I remember you were shy and it was really pained you. Like, I don't know if I can open my throat chakra in front of all these people. So Vernon, now if you saw Vernon now, you would never think in a million years that was an issue for him. But at one point, you know, that's where he was in his evolution. So just really be gentle with yourself and respect where you are. Don't compare yourself to others. I think that's where a lot of artists really injure themselves. And even entrepreneurs, they compare themselves to other people. It's not fair. It's just not fair. And it really doesn't serve you in any positive way. This is just what it says. And if you're following along with the action plan, what you can do is just jot these things down. Just by writing them down, and you're identifying them, you're actually bringing them into physical form, and you can do something about it. If you have these things rattling around in your head, I promise they're just really going to probably cause confusion or anxiety or lack of focus. And we did the feasibility study for Making Art, Making Money. One of the things that became very clear was that as a focus, what to focus on, or focus in general, was a real challenge for a lot of artists and a lot of creative people. But there are ways that you can manage your focus. Writing things down is one way that really puts things into perspective and clarifies things. So let's just take if I could, from the audience, a couple volunteers. I'm going to start with strengths. Okay, it's a good place to start. What's one of your strengths?
I'd say marketing.
Marketing?
Yeah, like online marketing using social media.
Okay, all right, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one to have. That's a great one to possess. That's important. All right. And Jane?
Age.
Age.
I'm going to let that work for me.
Well, I think what you're saying is maturity and perspective, right?
That, and then kind of along with the death idea.
Oh, because I gave you the death assignment? You're all going to get the death assignment. Something to look forward to, I promise. At the end of the day today, I'm going to give you a homework assignment. And I can't tell you, it's a very clarifying assignment. It's going to help your mission and your values come into full focus. If you're willing to just dive in and be open and be vulnerable, for you at home, I'm not going to read it. So it's for you and for whoever you feel safe sharing it with. It's very, very clarifying. Remember, we're looking back at the artist in history, right? We looked at Andy Warhol's pain as a sickly and socially awkward child who's, you know, he's kind of a little bit embarrassed about his parents and his ethnicity. And so he felt kind of goofy and kind of awkward, right? But those celebrities stood in stark contrast to him. But if you know, I'm sure he didn't do my homework assignments because I hadn't met him yet, but he would have if he had met me. But I want you to just understand there is a real important purpose in doing that exercise. Jenny, who you met earlier, Jenny McGee, you know, if she hadn't been willing to dive deeply into her pain, and you know, so anyway, so be open not only in that exercise, but be open with this. Vernon, what's one of the threats that you perceive you have? What could threaten your enterprise?
Say it again.
What could threaten continuing to build your enterprise?
Probably not being consistent, not following through.
Not following through?
Every single time.
Okay.
Or getting discouraged because an outcome is not happening.
Right away.
Like, yeah. Not as fast as you think it is. It should.
I mean, it doesn't happen fast enough for me. I know that. I want everything now. And Colleen, who we'll be meeting later on, you know, she actually, she's actually, just so that you know, in this book that you all get with enrollment, I've included some artists who I've worked with and the 10 lessons they've learned. And one of the things that Colleen says is just keep planting seeds. You know, you can't like peel them open and make them grow. You don't know when they're going to grow. It's like peeling open a rose to insist that it will blossom. It's going to be very dependent on a number of conditions, some which you have control over, and some that you just have to let go. But if you keep planting seeds, likely that you'll have a beautiful garden at the end of it, as long as you tend to that garden, like following up, right? Following up with that phone call or that email.